Good morning, everybody. And welcome to the 2022 Hancock Grammar School Spelling Bee. I guess we'll start with a few introductions. What is my official title? Am I the Bee Master? I am your Bee Master. Yes, Mr. Briggs. I love that title. It sounds very fancy. Up here at our front table, I got some people to introduce to you. Our judges for today, Mrs. Clark, Mrs. Beal. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. I am the Bee Master, but this is the Tech Master. That's Mr. Hilton. He's making sure everything goes smoothly today. And, of course, a huge thank you to Mrs. Gatcomb. She's the one who puts all of this together, does all the preliminary bees in the classroom. So thank you very much, Mrs. Gatcomb. And now, how about our spellers? Our spellers were chosen, they earned their way in at the Classroom Bees. The order that they're going in today was selected at random. So I'm going to go right down the line and introduce our spellers. We have Stephen Lounder. Ooh. Let's try this. Let's see if you guys can do it. I'll say a name. You give me one clap like this, right? And then when we get to the end, you do a big applause for everybody. Think you can do it? Let's try it. Let's see if we can do it. I trust you. Here we go. Stephen Lounder. Good start. That's a great start. Okay. Tessa Powell. Yes, 2 for 2. All right. Gavin Kane. Nice. Isabel Facciolo. Carly Chang. Donald Craig. Connor Burton. Maya Chilgreen. Connor Smith. Alex Burnett. Your spellers. You guys are good at doing that all at the same time. You must have a fantastic music teacher. I never met the guy. All right. So at this point, I am going to, I'll introduce the alternates as well, the people who would have stepped up if they were not able, if any of our spellers weren't here today. For grade 6, we actually have an alternate filling in. That is Connor Smith. One of the original spellers was Brooklyn Burke. She's not here today, so Connor is stepping up. In 7th grade, the alternates are Sage Sawyer and Liana Seavey. And in 8th grade, the alternates were Jenna Moon and Gabe Pease. All right, so let's talk about the rules of today's bee. The spelling bee is conducted in rounds. The first round will be a practice round, which won't count against you. After that, each round is single elimination, meaning that you have one opportunity to spell the word correctly, or you are eliminated from the bee. Sometimes, though, in a round, all spellers may spell a word incorrectly. When that happens, all spellers will be reinstated and have the opportunity to try again. At the end of the bee, the one remaining speller will spell a final word for the championship. We need a champion, runner-up, and an alternate. The champion and runner-up will participate in the county bee. The winner of the Hancock County Bee will likely be determined by an online spelling test this year due to the pandemic. Paper for appeals is available on the judges' table. Appeals may be made by the speller's parents, legal guardian, or teacher, and must be written and delivered to the judges' table before the speller affected would receive his or her next word had he or she stayed in the spelling bee. When there are 5 or fewer spellers, then appeals may be made orally. Are there any questions? Please remember that when a speller starts a word, even if spelled incorrectly, the speller may not fix the spelling if he or she restarts spelling the word. The speller may only repeat what has already been said aloud. All right, let's start the practice round. Again, this will not count against you. This is just to get you used to coming up to the microphone. Mr. Lounder, come on up. Make sure the switch is forward. Towards you. There you go, and point it up. All right. Stephen, your practice round word is help.
Help. H-E-L-P. Help.
Correct. Tessa. Tessa, your practice round word is read.
Can I get it in a sentence?
Sure. I would like to read a book.
Read. R-E-A-D. Read.
Correct. Gavin. Gavin, your practice round word is you.
U. Y-O-U.
Correct. Isabel, your practice round word is and.
And. A-N-D. And.
Correct. Carly. Carly, your practice round word is get.
Get. G-E-T. Get.
Donnie. Yeah, close enough.
Works.
Donnie, your practice round word is end.
End. E-N-D. End.
Connor. Your practice round word is each.
Each. E-A-C-H. Each.
Maya. Maya, your practice round word is fun.
Fun, F-U-N, fun.
There you go. Connor, your practice round word is have.
Have. H-A-V-E. Have.
And Alex. Alex, your practice round word is the or the.
The, T-H-E, the.
Right, that concludes our practice round. All right, so scoot ahead here. Judges all set? All right, at this point, we are commencing the actual bee. Again, it is single elimination. If a speller misspells their word, they should go back to their seats until the round is over. After the round, we will dismiss people who missed their words to sit in the bleachers, I believe. Is that correct? Is that what we're doing? Cool. All right, Stephen, you're up. Close enough.
All right, yeah, that's good enough.
All right, Stephen, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is lid. It is a noun, and it means something that covers the opening of a hollow container as a vessel or box. Lid.
Lid. L-I-D. Lid.
Tessa. Tessa, your word is hat.
Hat. H-A-T. Hat.
Gavin. Gavin, your word has a near homonym. Your word is part. It is a noun, and it means one of the equal or unequal portions into which something is or is regarded as divided, something less than a whole. Part.
Part. P-A-R-T. Part.
Isabel, your word is well.
Well. W-E-L-L. Well.
Carly, your word has a homonym. Your word is meet. It is a verb, and it means to be introduced to or made acquainted with. Meet.
Meet. M-E-E-T. Meet.
Donnie, your word is gift.
Gift. G-I-F-T. Gift.
Connor, your word is thing.
Thing. T-H-I-N-G. Thing.
Maya, your word has a near homonym. Your word is post. It is a verb. It means to publish, announce, or advertise by or as if by the use of a placard. Post.
Post. P-O-S-T. Post.
Connor, your word is mess.
Mess. M-E-S-S. Mess.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is mink. It is a noun, and it means any of several slender-bodied, semi-aquatic, carnivorous mammals that resemble and are closely related to the weasels and have partially webbed feet, a thick, soft, usually dark brown coat, and a rather short, bushy tail. Mink.
Mink. M-I-N-K. Mink.
That concludes the end of round one. All of our spellers are in. Good job, spellers. All right, let's not waste time. Round two. Mr. Launder, you're up. Stephen, your word is rush.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure. Delaney heard a rush of wings and then turned to see a flock of swans soaring overhead.
Rush. R-U-S-H. Rush.
Tessa? Tessa, your word has a homonym. Your word is deer. It is a noun. It means any of numerous ruminant mammals that have 2 large and 2 small hoofs on each foot and antlers borne by the males of nearly all and by the females of a few forms. Deer.
Deer. D-E-E-R. Deer.
Gavin, your word has a near homonym. Your word is much. It is a noun. It means a great quantity or amount or extent or degree, a great deal. Much.
Much. M-U-C-H. Much.
Isabel, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is logs. It is a plural noun, and it means sticks of wood cut for fuel, as in a fireplace, usually 2 to 3 feet in length, with all or part of the bark on them. Logs.
Logs. L-O-G-S. Logs.
Carly, your word is same.
Same. S-A-M-E. Same.
Correct. Judges, this one also has a homonym. Yeah. Okay, let's skip this one. Donnie, your word has a homonym. Your word is hike. It is a noun, and it means tramp, march, especially a long walk undertaken for pleasure or exercise. Hike.
Hike. H-I-K-E. Hike.
Connor, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is tummy. It is a noun, and it means abdomen, belly, stomach. Tummy.
Tummy. T-U-M-M-Y. Tummy.
Maya, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is nook. It is a noun. It means a remote, secluded, sheltered, or out-of-the-way place or part. Nook.
Nook. N-O-K-E. Nook.
Spot. Correct spelling was N-O-O-K. Nook. Connor, your word has a homonym. Your word is lane. It is a noun. It means a narrow passageway between fences or hedges that is not traveled as a high road. Lane.
Lane. N-A-E.
Correct spelling is L-A-N-E, lane. Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is mice. It is a plural noun, and it means small, mobile, manual devices that control movement of the cursor and selection of functions on a computer display. Mice.
Mice. M-I-C-E. Mice.
That's the end of round 2. Maya and Connor, thank you both. Good job. All right, we good for round 3? All right, here comes round 3. Stephen, your word is idea.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Sure. Ricky knew to be wary when Lucy cried out, "I've got an idea."
Idea. I-D-E-A. Idea.
Tessa, your word has a homonym. Your word is gone. It is a verb. It means moved away from something or thitherward, passed from one point to or toward another that is regarded as farther away. Left, departed. Your word is gone.
Gone. G-O-N-E. Gone.
I'm just happy I got to use the word thitherward. Don't use that on a daily basis. All right, Gavin, your word is upon.
Can I give that in a sentence?
Sure. After noticing it was disappearing fast, Dad moved the candy to a spot upon the refrigerator.
A-P-O-N-E.
Correct spelling is U-P-O-N, upon. Isabel, your word is singing.
Singing. S-I-N-G-I-N-G. Singing.
Carly, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is oil. It is a noun, and it has a long definition, bear with me. And it means any of various substances that typically are unctuous, viscous, combustible liquids. How'd I do, Mrs. Hoffert? Did I do okay there? Was that okay? Okay. Unctuous, where I've lost my space. Unctuous, viscous, combustible liquids or solids, easily liquefiable on warming, that leave a greasy, not necessarily permanent stain, as on paper or cloth, that may be of animal, vegetable, mineral, or synthetic origin, and that are used according to their types chiefly as lubricants, fuels, and illuminants, as food, in soap and candles, and in perfumes and flavoring materials. Your word is oil.
Oil. O-I-L. Oil.
Yes. They make me do it. I don't know. Donnie, your word is track.
Track. T-R-A-C-K. Track.
Connor, your word is slide.
Slide. S-L-I-D-E. Slide.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is large. It is an adjective, and it means exceeding most other things of like kind in bulk, capacity, quantity, superficial dimensions, or number of constituent units. Big. Your word is large.
Large. L-A-R-G-E. Large.
All right, that's the end of the round. Good job, Gavin. Judges all set? All right. Stephen, your word has a homonym. Your word is plates. It is a plural noun. It means Shallow, usually circular vessels, as of china, wood, or plastic, from which food is eaten. Plates.
Plate.
Plates.
Is it place or plate?
Let me say the word and the definition again for you. Plates. Shallow, usually circular vessels, as of china, wood, or plastic, from which food is eaten. Plates.
Plate. Plate.
Yeah, it's a tricky one with these masks on. Plates. Plural noun.
Plate. Plate. Plates. Plate.
Tessa, your word has a homonym. Your word is cell. It is a noun, and it means one of the compartments of a honeycomb. Cell.
Can I get it in a sentence?
Yes. The queen bee lays one egg into each cell of a honeycomb.
Can I get the definition again?
Sure. One of the compartments of a honeycomb.
Cell. S-E-L-L. Cell.
Sorry, that was the homonym. The correct spelling is C-E-L-L. Isabel, your word has a homonym. Your word is beak. It is a noun, and it means the bill of a bird. Beak.
Beak. B-E-A-K. Beak.
Carly, your word has a homonym. Your word is prize. It is an adjective. It means having been awarded or being worthy of an honor or reward striven for in a competitive contest. Prize.
Prize. P-R-I-Z-E. Prize.
Donnie, your word is stopped.
Stopped. S-T-O-P-P-E-D. Stopped.
Connor, your word is turning.
Turning. T-U-R-N-I-N-G. Turning.
Alex, your word has a homonym. Your word is pain. It is a noun. Stick with me, it's another long one. And it means a state of physical or mental lack of well-being or physical or mental uneasiness that ranges from mild discomfort or dull distress to acute, often unbearable agony, may be generalized or localized, and is the consequence of being injured or hurt or of some disorder or imbalance of the physical or mental functions as through disease. Your word is pain.
Pain. P-A-I-N. Pain.
And that's the end of the round. Stephen, your word is shelter.
Can I get that in a sentence?
Sure. Adana listed the basic needs of human beings as food, water, shelter, clothing, and the internet.
Shelter. S-H-E-L-T-E-R. Shelter.
Isabel, your word has a homonym. Your word is goals. It's a plural noun. It means the ends towards which effort or ambition is directed. Aims, purposes. Your word is goals.
Goals. G-O-A-L-S. Goals.
Carly, your word has a homonym. Your word is floor. It is a verb. It means to knock down. Broadly, to silence, to defeat. Floor.
Floor. Floor. Floor.
Donnie, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is gushed. It is a verb. It means poured, issued, flowed, or spouted copiously or violently, often used with forth or out. Your word is gushed.
Gushed. Gushed. Gushed.
Connor, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is foam. It is a noun. It means a light whitish mass of fine bubbles that is formed in or on the surface of a liquid by agitation, as of ocean waves, or fermentation or effervescence, a dispersion of a gas or vapor in a liquid. Froth. Your word is foam.
Foam. Foam. Foam.
Alex, your word is speech.
Speech. Speech. Speech.
Everybody stayed in that time, right? Wow, good job, spellers. Stephen, you're up. Stephen, your word is booth.
Can I get a sentence?
Sure. With the advent of cellular phones, the phone booth is mainly used today as a way for visitors to gain access to the Ministry of Magic.
Booth. Booth. Booth.
Isabel, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is matching. It is a verb. It means pairing up or putting in a set as possessing equal or harmonizing attributes, combining as being suitable. Matching.
Matching. MATCHING. Matching.
Carly, your word is studied.
Steadied.
Studied.
Studied.
Yep. Studied.
Study. Ed. Studied.
Correct spelling is Studied. Donnie, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is clutch. It is an adjective. It means successful in a crucial situation. Clutch.
Clutch. CLUTCH. Clutch.
Connor, your word is China.
China. China. China.
Alex, your word is search.
Search. SEARCH. Search.
And we're down to 5. Again, as a reminder, we need to find our champion, our runner-up, and an alternate. We need to find the top 3. Stephen, your word has a homonym. Your word is creak. It is a verb. It means to make a prolonged grating or squeaking sound. Creak.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure thing. Every part of the old house would creak when the wind picked up.
Creek. CREEK. Creek.
Correct spelling is Creak. Isabel, your word has a near homonym. Your word is knife. It is a noun. It means a simple instrument used for cutting, consisting of a sharp-edged, usually steel blade with a handle. Knife.
Knife. Knife. Knife.
Donnie, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is found. It is a verb. It means came upon, a material object, by searching or effort. Found.
Found. Found. Found.
Connor, your word is blurted.
Blurted. Blurted. Blurted.
Alex, your word is baskets.
Baskets. Baskets. Baskets.
Isabel, your word is focus.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
Donnie, your word is polish.
Polish. Polish. Polish.
Connor, your word is detail.
Detail. Detail. Detail.
Alex, your word is gusto.
Gusto. Gusto. Gusto.
Isabel, your word is alas.
Alas. Alas. Alas.
Donnie, your word is salad.
Salad. Salad. Salad.
Connor, your word is whiskers.
Whiskers. Whiskers. Whiskers.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is goggles. It's a plural noun, and it means eye coverings resembling spectacles, but with shields at the sides and short, projecting eye tubes with the glass fixed in the front end used to protect the eyes, as from water, light, dust, or cold, often used with pear. Your word is goggles.
Goggles. Goggles. Goggles.
All right, Isabel, your word is feline.
Feline. Feline. Feline.
Donnie, your word is reveal.
May I have that in a sentence?
Sure thing. Marilyn made a point to dramatically reveal her birthday wish list to her parents, hoping that the extra effort in presentation would earn her an extra gift. Reveal.
Reveal. R-E-V-E-A-L. Reveal.
Connor, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is embers. It is a plural noun. It means slowly cooling emotions, memories, ideas, or responses from past experience that are still capable of being enlivened. Embers.
Embers. E-M-B-E-R-S. Embers.
Alex, your word is aware.
Aware. A-W-A-R-E. Aware.
Isabel, your word is wallet.
Wallet. W-A-L-L-E-T. Wallet.
Donnie, your word is Texas.
Texas. T-E-X-A-S. Texas.
Connor, your word is 40.
40. F-O-R-T-Y. 40.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is wrenches. It is a plural noun. It means hand tools that usually consist of a bar or lever with adapted or adjustable jaws, lugs, or sockets, either at the ends or between the ends, and are used for holding, twisting, or turning bolts, nuts, screw heads, pipes, or other objects. Your word is wrenches.
Wrenches. W-R-E-N-C-H-E-S. Wrenches.
Isabel, your word has a near homonym. Your word is kitchen. It is a noun. It means the personnel that prepares, cooks, and serves food. Kitchen.
Kitchen. K-I-T-C-H-E-N. Kitchen.
Donnie, your word has a near homonym. Your word is impolite. It is an adjective. It means lacking in courteous behavior, in etiquette, or in consideration for others. Impolite.
Impolite. I-M-P-O-L-I-T-E. Impolite.
Connor, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is capture. It is a verb. It means to get control or secure domination of, to take over. Your word is capture.
Capture. C-A-P-T-U-R-E. Capture.
Alex, your word is circus.
Circus. C-I-R-C-U-S. Circus.
Isabel, your word has a homonym. Your word is camera. It is a noun. It means a device that consists of a light-proof chamber with an aperture fitted with a lens and a shutter through which the image of an object is projected onto a surface for recording. Your word is camera.
Camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. Camera.
Donnie, your word is ordinary.
Ordinary. O-R-D-I-N-E-R-Y. Ordinary.
Correct spelling is Ordinary. Connor, your word has a near homonym. Your word is hull. It is a noun. It means the frame or body of a ship, exclusive of masts, yards, sails, and rigging. Your word is hull.
Hull. H-U-L-L. Hull.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is playlist. It is a noun. It means an official roster used for organizing a personal digital music collection. Playlist.
Playlist. P-L-A-Y-L-I-S-T. Playlist.
So at this point, we are down to our final three spellers. That means the three folks you see up front, one will be our champion, one will be our runner-up, and one will be the alternate. I gotta say, we got some really good spellers this year. I've been really impressed so far. All right, continuing on, Isabel. Isabel, your word is trickster.
Trickster. T-R-I-C-K-S-T-E-R. Trickster.
Connor, your word has a homonym. Your word is dire. It's an adjective, and it means demanding immediate action to fend off disastrous consequences. Urgent. Your word is dire.
Dire. D-I-R-E. Dire.
Alex, your word is sitcom.
Sitcom. S-I-T-C-O-M. Sitcom.
Isabel, your word has a homonym. Your word is indie. It is a noun. It means something, such as a record or film, produced by an unaffiliated company. Your word is indie.
Indie. I-N-D-I-E. Indie.
Connor, your word is scrolls.
Scrolls. S-C-O. L-L-S.
Yep, you knew what happened there, didn't you, Connor? He missed the letter, and he knew it as soon as he did it. S-C-R-O-L-L-S. Good job, Connor. Alex, your word is detect.
Detect. D-E-T-E-C-T. Detect.
And a hand for our third place, our alternate, is going to be Connor Burton. Good job, Connor. All right, so hold on a second, Isabel. Before we go on, let's just make sure everybody understands the rules for the end here. Getting a word wrong right now is not the end, because the person who will be crowned the champion still has to spell a correct word to prove it, basically, to win it. They have to spell a championship word after that round. So it is still sort of single elimination, but just because you get a word wrong doesn't mean you're necessarily out for good yet. All right, Isabel, you are up. Isabel, your word is savor.
Savor. SAVOR. Savor.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is eyesore. It is a noun. It means something offensive to the sight. Your word is eyesore.
Eyesore. EYESORE. Eyesore.
Correct. Right. Isabel, you're up. Isabel, your word is scarf.
Scarf. SCARF. Scarf.
Alex, your word is pineapple.
Pineapple. PINEAPPLE. Pineapple.
I mean, you're getting some good steps in, but yeah, that's fine. All right. Isabel, your word is hedgehog.
Hedgehog. HEDGEHOG. Hedgehog.
Alex, your word is Nile.
Nile. NILE. Nile.
Isabel, your word is inclined.
Inclined.
Yes, inclined.
Can I have the definition?
Sure. Bent the head or body forward, bowed, inclined.
Inclined. INCLINED. Inclined.
Alex, your word is squints.
Squints. SQUINTS. Squints.
Isabel, your word is wardrobe.
Wardrobe. WARDROBE. Wardrobe.
Alex, your word is irregular.
Irregular. IRREGULAR. Irregular.
Isabel, your word is texture.
Texture. TEXTURE. Texture.
Alex, your word is cringed.
Cringed. CRINGED. Cringed.
Isabel, your word is wizard.
Wizard. WIZARD. Wizard.
Alex, your word is vibrant.
Vibrant. VIBRANT. Vibrant.
Isabel, your word is s'mores.
S'mores. SMORES. S'mores.
Alex, your word is basically.
Basically. BASICALLY. Basically.
Isabel, your word is Jamestown.
Jamestown. Jameston. Jamestown.
Alex, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is ogre. It is a noun. It means a hideous giant represented in fairy tales and folklores as feeding on human beings, a monster. Your word is ogre.
Ogre. O-G-R-E. Ogre.
Isabel, your word is caverns.
Caverns. C-A-V.
Oh.
Caverns.
Caverns.
Caverns. C-A-V-E-R-N-S. Caverns.
Alex, your word is fidgeting.
Fidgeting. F-I-D-G-E-T-I-N-G. Fidgeting.
Isabel, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is dependable. It's an adjective and it means trustworthy. Dependable.
Dependable. D-E-P. E-N. D-A-B-L-E. Dependable. Dependable. D-E-P. E-N. D-A-B-L-E. Dependable.
Correct. Alex, your word has a homonym. Your word is weird. It is an adjective. It means curious in nature or appearance, of strange or extraordinary character, odd, unusual. Your word is weird.
Weird. W-E-I-R-D. Weird.
Isabel, your word is lavished.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure. Monique lavished praise on her puppy for catching the frisbee. Lavished.
Lavished. L-A-V-I-S-H-E-D. Lavished.
Alex, your word is cobblestone.
Cobblestone. C-O-B-B-L-E-S-T-O-N-E. Cobblestone.
Isabel, your word is scrawny.
Scrawny. S-C-R-A-W-N-Y. Scrawny.
Alex, your word has a homonym. Your word is mutual. It is an adjective. It means shared in common, enjoyed by each. Common. Your word is mutual.
Mutual. M-U-T-U-A-L. Mutual.
Isabel, your word is Neptune.
Neptune. N-E-P-T-U-N-E. Neptune.
Alex, your word is alibi.
Alibi. A-L-I-B-I. Alibi.
Isabel, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is invasions. It's a plural noun. It means hostile entrances or armed attacks on the property or territory of another for conquest or plunder. Your word is invasions.
Invasions. I-N-V-A-S-I-O-N-S. Invasions.
Alex, your word is adorned.
Adorned. ADORNED. Adorned.
Isabel, your word is telescope.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure. Jorge watched the lunar eclipse through the telescope.
Telescope. TELESCOPE. Telescope.
Alex, your word is surrounded.
Surrounded. SURROUNDED. Surrounded.
Isabel, your word is sardine.
Sardine. SARDINE. Sardine.
Alex, your word is orientation.
Orientation. ORIENTATION. Orientation.
Isabel, your word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is decimal. It is an adjective. It means subdivided into 10th or 100th units. Decimal.
Decimal. DECIMAL. Decimal.
Alex, your word has a homonym. Your word is conkers. It is a plural noun, and it means a game popular in England in which each player swings a horse chestnut, or originally a snail shell threaded on a string to try to break one held by an opponent. Conkers.
Conkers. CONQUERS. Conkers.
Okay. That was the homonym spelling, by the way. The spelling is CONKERS. Okay, so if she spells this correctly, she is the champion? Okay, so Isabel, this is the championship word. Your word is dingoes.
Can I have the definition, please?
Sure. Wild dogs of Australia with a wolfish face, bushy tail, and usually a reddish-brown color. Dingoes.
Dingoes. DINGOS. Dingoes.
Incorrect. You're both still in. The correct spelling is DINGOES. All right. So we're good? We're continuing on with Alex? Okay. Alex, your word is archduke.
Archduke. ARCHDUKE. Archduke.
All right. I know there are so many rules to follow. All right. Isabel. Make sure I'm on the right word now. Okay. Isabel, your word is novice.
Novice. NOVICE. Novice.
Alex, your word is ostriches.
Ostriches. OSTRICHES. Ostriches.
Isabel, your word has a homonym. Your word is symbol. It is a noun. It means a visible sign of something, such as a concept or an institution. that is invisible. Your word is symbol.
Symbol. SYMBOL. Symbol.
Alex, your word is expanse.
Can I have a definition?
Sure. Something that is spread out, typically over a wide area, such as an extensive and usually unbroken stretch of land or sea. Expanse.
Expanse. EXPANSE. Expanse.
Isabel, your word is preened.
You say the word again, please.
Preened.
Can I have it in a definition?
Sure. Trimmed or dressed with, or as if with, the beak or the tongue. Preened.
Preemed. PREAMED. Preemed.
Correct spelling is PREENED. Yep, just to make that clear to everybody, since we're in the middle of this round, if Alex spells this word correctly, he will then get another word to earn the championship. Does that make sense? This is not yet the championship word. This is in the middle of a round. Okay? Alex, where were we? Your word is emitting.
Can I have a definition?
Sure. Giving utterance to as words, ideas, or emotions. Expressing. Emitting.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure. Hannah's much-needed sleep was interrupted by her cat emitting a mournful cry.
Emitting. EMITTING. Emitting.
Alex, you can stay right up there. So this now is a potential championship word. Alex, your word is granules.
Granules. GRANULES. Granules.
Correct. All right. Could I please invite all of the spellers back down to your seats for a moment? Everybody else hang tight, please. Spellers, come on down. We'd like to recognize all of our participants and thank them for being part of this year's Spelling Bee. So, in no particular order, Carly Chang. Tessa Powell. Donald Craig. Stephen Lounder. Gavin Kane. Maya Chilgreen. Connor Smith. All right. right, the third place speller, our alternate for the County B. They got a really cool bronze medal, too. Connor Burton. Yeah, check that thing out. That's cool, huh? And our second and first place winners also get a subscription to a one-year membership to Britannica Online for Kids. Very cool. And our runner-up and champion both will participate in the County B at a date to be determined. So, your runner-up, Isabel Ficello. You guys ready? Okay. And your 2022 Hancock Grammar School Spelling Bee champion, Alex Burden! All right. Thanks, everybody. I guess at this point, I will sign off on our YouTube stream, and thank you all for coming down and watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.